G'day guys, Harvey back from jumpstronger.com, and today we are doing a review of what I believe is the best value tib bar on the market currently. That's right, this is the Freak Athlete Essentials Iron Tib Bar. This thing is absolutely incredible for a few reasons. The first and most obvious thing about this tib bar and why I believe it really separates itself from all the competition is its price tag. This thing currently goes for $49.99. I've been told by the guys at Freak Athlete Essentials it's probably going to stay at that price for indefinitely. And on top of that, we've got a 10 to 20% discount code as well. So 20% discount on this product until the end of 2022. And then in 2023 going forward, it's going to be a 10% discount. So you're going to be paying between 40 and 45 bucks for this thing here using my discount code. And aside from price, the most amazing thing, like when you think of a relatively cheap product like this compared to some of the other tib bars, it actually performs a lot better than most of the other tib bars on the market. To the point where I would say this is actually not only the cheapest and most affordable, but the best performing tib bar on the market as well in terms of functionality. So what do I like about this tib bar? Well, the first thing you're going to notice here is the super thick padding, okay? If you look at the bar here, the bar width is actually probably around medium size, but the padding is super thick, all right? It's almost as thick as the bar itself. And this is actually really important because it creates a really soft pad for your foot. And some tib bars, they have thinner pads. So some tib bars are going to have padding closer to this. And when you've got that on here, what ends up happening is that as your foot's resting in here, your metatarsals, okay, the sort of bones on the top of your feet, if you see near my knuckles there, you can kind of see when I flex my fingers, the bones on the top of my hands are sticking through. And when you're doing your ankle dorsiflexion, the exact same thing is happening, okay? And so the bones on your feet will stick through, and if you don't have thick enough padding on the tib bar, you can actually be quite uncomfortable on your foot, especially if you're using heavier weight. So that's why, for me, one of the most important things when I'm considering a tib bar is how thick is the padding, because essentially the way I see it, the thicker the padding, the better. Now, the Iron Tib Bar does actually also come with some thin padding for the time being. I personally do not use this. Again, I really like the thicker padding. The idea behind having the optionality to choose between both is that, this is kind of a little bit less stable on your foot with the thick padding, whereas when you've got this thing here, it's kind of more of a stable sort of lock on your foot, and it's supposed to increase stability. I personally don't really notice much of a difference, and I honestly just pretty much chuck these out. Like I'm only going to be using the really thick padding on this one. The other interesting things about this is it's made of iron, okay? So it's not made of steel like some of the more expensive alternatives, which is how they can manufacture them so cheap. But the other thing I like is that it's got just a regular metal powder-coated weight sleeve here. So some of the alternatives, some of the more expensive products will have stainless steel weight sleeves. And the issue with stainless steel weight sleeves is that when you get the weights on here, you put your clip on, push them down, you find that they kind of start to ride up a little bit, and the clips the clip moves off a bit, and they kind of create this little gap in between the collar and the weights kind of start flopping around a little bit when you're doing your repetitions. Not a big deal, but unless you're actually adjusting this the clip and pulling it down every few sets, you're going to get to the end of your workout and you're going to have weights up here flopping around quite a bit. So that's what happens on the stainless steel weight sleeves, but because this is just a regular iron powder coated weight sleeve, it actually helps keep the weights down flush up against the collar way more easily. And with this clip, a really good quality clip, I noticed almost no movement of the weight plates on here while I was using it whatsoever. The only negative of this thing here is the fact that it's a single unit. Okay, it doesn't have a detachable weight sleeve. And all that means is that it's a little less portable. Okay, so if you want to put this in your gym bag to take with you to training, it takes up a lot more space. It's kind of unpractical to put in a gym bag as it is. Some of the other ones have a weight sleeve. Like this whole thing will just unscrew and you can separate it, and that just makes it take up less space. It's a very, very minor thing. And honestly, I really don't mind. I don't put this in my bag. I just carry it into the gym with me. I mean, problem solved. Great quality weights, weight clip. Again, great quality padding compared to the other ones. This Tib Bar is absolutely fantastic, and it is ridiculously affordable compared to the alternatives. So as I was saying, you're going to get this for 40 to 45 bucks. And the alternatives, the next cheapest Tib Bar on the market is 80 bucks that I would recommend getting, which is from Tib Bar guys, Tib Bar Pro. After that, you've got options at $109 and then even $130 for Tib Bars, and they all do the exact same thing as this. And honestly, this one here does it as good as any of them. Okay, I think the Tib Bar Pro from TBG is slightly nicer, but no other Tib Bar, in my opinion, actually performs, functionally speaking, better than this, and it's less than half the price of most of the other products out there. So if you're looking for a regular Tib Bar, regular bilateral Tib Bar, you cannot go past the Iron Tib Bar by Freak Athlete Essentials. If you do want to grab one of these, make sure to use the discount code JUMPSTRONGER. I'll leave a link in the description. It's an affiliate link that also gets you currently 20% off, and then starting next year, 2023, going forwards, you'll get 10% off. So make sure you use those codes to get the discount. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.